Okay, now we should be good. That was annoying, but I guess it does happen. Just 1 second. I'll have to remove the old one. I'll have to do that first, really. That was really annoying. But we should be live now. Everything should be working fine. I'm doing fine, thank you. And now we have sound. Yeah, okay, I started my stream 5 minutes ago and OBS just crashed on me. Very fun. But everything seems to be working now. Let me just double check something. That needs to be live chat, there we go. And yes, today I'm going to be playing just some looter stuff. Mainly my Japanese ships, trying to get some of their unlockable camos. Do they have a 3-7 destroyer? They don't. Does my Ayanami already have all the camos on it? Yes, okay. And off we go then. Waiting for a match again. Actually, I had to think of it. I have all these boosters that are actually just tough down on them. I don't need to use them right now. Yeah. In general, nails have been a bit rough and it's not getting any better for the time being. With all those zombies running around. So I need to up the audio a bit. I think. I'll see in the battle. There we go. Ah yeah, the repair costs are quite high on battleships. Northport is a good beginning. Do tell me if the game audio is a bit low. It seems to be kind of low on my OBS. And just the usual going to B and C afterwards. That should be alright. Seems like a down tier. So this should be a pretty fun match. Gonna be a while before I get into the action though. That's a destroyer. Over there. We do not have a Kitakazi in game now. Well, Kitakazi. No, Kitakazi is like the... improved Akazuki, right? Or am I thinking of a different ship? We don't have that in game then now. Kitakaze was a unfinished ship, right? I don't think that was ever finished. Yeah, it was never finished. I mean, yes, they are. Although I think for the time being, if the ship is laid down, they would think of adding it.
The victory is near.
I don't know if the ship actually even started construction. Would be a kind of interesting ship. A faster Akazuki with more torps. And a second kind of Akazuki ship wouldn't really be too bad. The Akazuki still holds its own fairly well, even though its HE is kind of lackluster. I mean, there wouldn't be different long ones. Would there be the 20-kilometer or the 15-kilometer ones? Because I think the Akazuki already has the 20-kilometer ones. No, it's the 15s that have the higher explosive filler. I know the Akazuki has the higher explosive filler ones. They are pretty hefty. Pretty good. Even faster than the 15 km ones? I'll have to look up. I'll have to look it up. But, I'm not too sure about that. It seems an enemy Harakaze is going to be joining me near B. But that should be fine. I'm just gonna double check. Can I use the 40 mils together with main guns? No. If anything, hey, look at that.
Just a little more effort, and victory will surely be ours.
Jeez, there's quite a lot of them there. Fire, but we can deal with that. Flooding as well already. Oh, wish the ship had torpedoes. I'm gonna turn down the gunfire volume a bit if I can. Yeah, I've heard that earlier, that they've decoupled that from the Geniere. It is quite a shame. Although, to be perfectly honest, those 3-inch guns didn't do much against destroyers at least. I have to keep running away. There's a scourge spots to ring, although I'd rather not get hit. I mean, yeah, I guess the high explosive would be good against turrets from the 3-inch guns. I think the V990 is gonna go for the Harakaze. I'm just gonna check if my gunfire volume is loud or not. It's already at minimum cheese. I keep messing around with my sounds and can never find the settings that are just right. Oh yeah, if you can... 90 has launched against Harakaze. Has hit the Harakaze pretty hard. And now is when I pop up and finish him off. There we go. Our V990 still is alive. So it was a good exchange. Gonna fire a few more sub-salvos. And then stop with the VT and fire it against the rear gun cluster. Just keep a close eye around for possible coastals, because the AI gunners won't shoot at ships you haven't visually ID'd first, for some reason. No, aircraft. This guy's probably going to keep himself occupied with the A area. Nice. Is that a torpedo? Sorry, what's with these people trying to sink ships with torpedo aircraft? Especially anti-air ships. Okay, there goes my entire rear turret cluster. But I still have 2 quad 40s and another 5-inch. That torpedo is brave. Stop preparing. Where is the... Oh, torpedo's already passed in front of me. That's good. I thought the torpedo would actually hit that island first. It is not a bad torpedo drop. Oh, God damn it. Missed on repair again, but it seems to be fine. This might be an actual Frenzy player, and not one of those bots, which I thought it was. And that's why I'm taking so much damage from it. Okay. Oh God, there's another one. I got my front turret. That's an actual Frenzy player, so this is not going to end well for me. Oh, there's Bill. Yeah, coastal, but that's I can deal with. My gunners can deal with it. I should be able to deal with it. Yeah. The 40 mods were able to deal with them. Back up, because I'm trying to get the camos for the Harakaze. I think I'm gonna spawn up north. I'm too long out of combat if I go down south there. Okay, that's good. The other one is shooting me, I think. So let's get into cover. These 2 Franzes are probably going to capture B pretty soon. So let's see if we can do something about C, maybe. One more more sub salvo and we'll switch to the HE to knock out this guy's turrets. And I think this match is going to be pretty much over. Yak 4 shouldn't be too dangerous.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
I still do have the VT loaded. Nope, that was a 40 mil cutting him. And he's knocked out. And that was a match already. That was a quick one. Or at least felt like a quick one. Get him back in the hangar. Let me actually add the camos I'm grinding for at the moment. How to see, are they? You'd hope they'd actually put these in alphabetical order, but it's JDS, of course, isn't it? It's all the way down here. Yep. That one and that one. And to battle we go again. Fake Islands is kind of alright, although I don't like what they did with the new spawns on this map for destroyers. Well, French boats hopefully next update, Subsea. French boats hopefully. Yeah, this spawn, you'll see when I spawn in. I do hope we get a bit of a naval update in next. It's been a bit bland the last few updates. You spawn just going at an angle you'd never really want to go. You also have to turn in towards B-Ray. Yeah, of course, there's still Kurch bots. There very much still are. I am not sure if we can actually hit a target that far away with these 5-inch guns. I'm not too good with the American 5-inch. That was the appropriate lead at least. Target ahead of me. Although I'm not too worried.
ターゲット特定駆逐艦包囲
Yeah. Although they kind of fly off for some reason. Although I do feel a bit guilty for doing this against a Clemson. Because I get the feeling that that player does not exactly quite know what he's doing. I think I'll just keep him out of there. 204 around A area, okay.
The Allied forces have captured a zone.
There's, I think, also a destroyer or two ahead of me. Behind that island. Cruiser? Oh, there is a cruiser, okay. I'm curious what it is. I'm thinking a Yubari. Yep, it is a Yubari, okay. I'm not too worried about it. There's 204. The 204 does have his rockets. So that's a dangerous threat. Actually, let's keep this up.
We're ahead of the enemy. Attack the C point.
He has not yet captured A, good. That is a Courage bot. A player with player Mitsuki by the looks of it. You say Mitsuki, but ironically the Mitsuki is actually one of the better Japanese destroyers. Just because it has sap. And I think out of all the 3-3 reserves, it does have the biggest guns. Although probably, yeah, tied with the Italians with the 120s. I quite like the Mitsuki. Let's try and deal with these Courages. Yep, that needs to be dealt with first. Good thing the 40 mils warned me. And back to trying to sink Courages. It's giving me the damage cam with the Courage in front. There we go, an ammo rack, okay. Seems I've shot through my entire ready. And another ammo rack, okay then. I really wasn't aiming for that. Why is he not capturing a contested? No, okay. The icon on the map is bigger than the cap itself. That's the guy I shot at earlier. I'm just gonna leave him be. Another good damage total. And this is probably going to be another quick match.
The Allied forces have captured a zone.
Let's see if we can have some more targets somewhere a bit closer. I mean, there's a player Clemson, but I'm just up. It seems yep, he's already been sunk. Sure thing.
Just keep it up, and victory will be ours.
And because of course the bots don't respawn, the match quickly becomes quite empty. Devoid of targets. That's that guy again. But I do need the damage if I actually want to get the camos. Although that is literally their spawn. I think this ship, me playing this ship at 4 is a bit too seal clubby. Especially if I keep getting down there to 3-3. That guy just J'd out, I think. Okay. Because it definitely wasn't anywhere near his ammo rack. Yeah, he just left. That is probably a rage quit. And I don't blame him. This really is quite frustrating trying to play around all of these bots on your team. Especially if you don't last a long time. Can I finish this guy off? Come on. Yeah, the Brisson and Calp are really good shots. I really don't want to do it to this guy because it quite possibly is just a new player to nail playing as Clemson's. And I'm already happy with the damage I got this match, I'll just leave him be. It was actually getting pretty close. Yeah, the guy Kurt in the back got sunk. Keeping a good eye out for awareness. And game's over. Another good match. But that is not too difficult in the Harukaze. Is it the Harukaze? Yeah. And Phoenix is going to join me. Yeah, this way I'll get these camos pretty quick. Sure, Warhead, you can join me for a 4-0 match. You are not in here, and you're also no longer in my squadron, so I can't find you in there. Oh, there you are, actually, sorry. And invite the squad. Phoenix, we're going to need to have a talk about why you keep trying to squad up with me if your point 3 would be our higher. Although the Harakaze can deal with, actually all of these ships can deal with 4-3. And after I get these cams, I'm planning to play 4-3 anyways. Oh, there we go. 4-0 lineup. And off we go. Yeah, Terranova is going up to 4-0, isn't it? Oh, jeez. Why? Was it really doing that well at 3-7 with only HEVT? At 4-3? Yeah, it already is 4-0. Yeah, the BR change happened a while ago, didn't it? I still don't understand why. Then again, I don't have the ship, so I don't know quite how effective it is. Yeah. Trying to think what I should do for my other streams later this week. Probably more of the same, really. Just playing whatever ship I feel like. And there we go, into a match. Andaman Sea is a bit awkward in destroyers, but should be fine. As long as we didn't get too terrible of an up there. Do have her spawn, always spawn there. So you're in the most possible cover. I don't want to play 6-3 battleships. I already have the British ones spaded there. I also, like, my British and Japanese Blue Water trees are completed, so I don't really have a need to play them. Other than try to get camos, of course. You're a madman. An Abdeel, a frigate, and a modern destroyer. Okay then. An odd pairing for a 4-0 squad, but it should work. Never mind, it's a 5-0 match. Well, damn. The enemy also has a 3-man squad. Not one I'm familiar with, so we'll see what that'll do. Trying to find if we can see that squad already. Oh, we have Schmiplu on our team. Okay, that's a good thing. And one of the 3-man squads in a PT boat. Okay. They're all in PT boats? Yikes. They're gonna get torn apart by Schmiplu. Again, I don't understand why you would purposefully bring low-tier coastal vessels into a high-tier match. Like, if you're going to bring coastals along, at least try to have good coastals. Then again, I haven't really played coastal matches myself recently. And it's quite a pain to grind up them. I wouldn't be surprised if they had an SKR. Yeah, I think I saw the tracers over there as well. So the enemy also has an Abdeel. An Abdiel, or whatever you pronounce it as. Yeah, that is definitely an SKR. Oop, I had it for a second there. Oh well. This Blagorodny is kind of in my way to make maneuvers. Alwyn, you know what? I'll just come to a halt here. That's not an Alwyn, that's a Italian destroyer. Which Italian destroyer is it? Probably just a Corazziere. I think my shots will no longer find a target. So back forward we go. Although, hold on. That is a... Is it also a Harakaze? Looks like one at least. It is also a Harakaze. Under fire, so I need to keep moving. Or Blagorodny is probably a bot actually. He's just scaling himself straight into a rock. Commandante Marcatini, okay. I'll just keep broadside then. Keep a good eye around to see if anything else is approaching. His front guns have already been taken out. Other Italian destroyer in the back there moving. My rear guns have this target. There goes the magazine. Twice. I still don't know what the Blagorodny is doing. Yeah, okay then. Oh, we have the Abdeel just sitting out there. Abdeel has been sunk. Smelgy. I do see turrets turning. That's kind of scary. Gearing out in the open apparently. But I have to deal with the Smelgy first. And that's why you should be going down. There's a gearing out in the open, wasn't there? Kind of. enemy aircraft up. It is a I-185. Okay then. I see bombs under his wings. So it is something to worry about. Speaking of to worry about, the Harakaze just popped up over there. I think I'm gonna equip the VT. I'm getting shot by ships from the front, but it should be fine. Radar has been knocked out? No, just outside of radar. I guess a bit too high. No clue my radar just lost back there. But it surely did. Ooh, okay, the Albing and a K2. I don't really want to shoot either of... Yep, of course, because K2 is still seen as a frigate, the 40 mods will open up on it, but they only have HE equipped, they're never going to do anything against it. That's the gearing. So let's shoot him up a bit. I have to be careful for my front because the Harakaze is still right there somewhere. As well as other vessels. It also seems that the superstructure not gearing is doing a disappearing act. Oh, hello. Oh, that's gonna be a bother. But literally all of those torpedoes are going to miss. He's launched more torpedoes, has he? No. Okay. We're fine, we're still fine. This enemy Harakaze is also pretty low, so I'm gonna actually try and finish him off. There we go. I've got those turrets as fast as possible. These gearings are scary. There we go. That did knock out the rear turret. You just need to shoot the engine now. Cause some damage. There we go. It's becoming a proper brawl down here. That fire's dangerous, so let's stop the repairs. Let's actually stop them and not try to stop them. There we go. Actually, it's just an engine fire, it's fine. And it should be match. No enemy coastals around. Nope. Bit on the lower side of damage done. I could have. Ooh, there is a coastal around. The match is not done yet. But he's been mined. Oof. Mined by an S-204. Those mines are pretty big. You should be able to see them in a coastal vessel. Oh well. Getting closer. But yeah, once I'm done with the camos for Harukaze, I'm moving to 4-3. Where I think I have 6 ships to get camos for. Just when it comes to the Japanese line, of course. Ready? Off we go then. And there we go, match found again. Let's see what kind of match it'll be. Northport, fun map. I actually like spawning on the right hand side more, so it seems like we get those spawns. Yes. I find this route through B and then to C a bit more organic. Bit better to go through. Because if you spawn on the other side, you can go to B, but you're immediately exposed to all their destroyers. Whilst if you come from here, you get exposed to their destroyers as well, but it's a bit of a more difficult shot from the other side. Yeah, spawning a cruiser on this map is awful. Just because how far away you spawn and you have to maneuver around this entire peninsula if you want to do close quarters combat. That is most likely a courage bot, so I'm just going to move it out of the way of the mass of my ship. Put gunners on all targets again, because I'm probably going to have to use his 40 mils near B. One to three is a bit more dangerous, so it'll rather take it out quick. Behind a rock now. We'll keep my gunners on him. Yeah, like, I'll wait until I actually get into the coastal area to battle all of these boats. He's already been dealt with. Good assist on the AI one. Need to switch back to the SAP. Seems that boats had some dreams, or just burned out. Okay. Ooh, I can actually shoot at those from here. If I can actually maintain my lock, that is. No targets. I guess we'll just sneak behind C then. I got the lock on these destroyers for just a few seconds. But I can't maintain it long enough to actually shoot them. I see rockets in the air. Do we have an SKR? We do, okay. Those are friendly rockets on radar then. Just a bit further and I should be able to see the destroyers.
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
This thing still has spawn protection, there it goes. I think it's just an AI, that's an AI. But damage is damage. Got a breach apparently, let's repair that. Enemy has a Yugure, okay. Oh, something's being cheeky. I think the Courage at long range there. Okay, let's shoot a few sub-salvos. A Courage from long range is being annoying. The fire isn't a big deal on an aced crew. Well, an expert crew. We don't have these Cryptus aced yet. Don't quite understand why this Srebestelny is just letting me shoot him without fighting back. Sure, he backed off, but it's Moskva, okay. Okay, now he's shooting back. There we go, but we're about to maneuver into cover. Moskva is still moving at full speed. I'm not quite sure if you can detonate a Moskva just like that. So let's try and get into cover behind the slight hill. Maybe the front back is vulnerable in the Moskva. He's rotating his guns. Let's try and knock out his engines because the Moskva is lightning fast. Switch to the VT and deal with his guns. Shoot this up. Sure, he still has one gun up, but it should be fine. He fixed most of his guns. He's fixed his engines, by the looks of it. I want to say. There we go. Now that guy did spawn a coastal vessel earlier, so I have to be careful he doesn't do it again. Because all he'd have to do is spawn a coastal vessel with torpedoes, get a good spawn, and just torpedo me instantly.
Just a little more effort, and victory will surely be ours.
I think we're fine. So forward we go. Trying to farm more damage. There is still a Yugure out there, and that is kind of concerning. Because the Yugure is basically just a better ship, a better version of what I'm in. The Yugure is also just a fracture, 1/3 missing. Let's do some crew compartment damage now. Our rear turrets are at the extremes of their firing angles. It's a Frunze. We can detonate Frunzes. We found that out 2 matches ago. Let's see if I can actually reliably do it. Apparently you can, okay. Well, I'm not quite sure what detonated there. Gucci. Let's fire a sub-salvo, then immediately switch to the VT. I got his main guns. There goes most, if not all, his gunfire power. I've got the torpedo tubes too, just to be safe. And then we start disassembling his engines. And there we go, another almost 11,000 damage match. And I never once saw the Yugure. I am incredibly close to getting that camo. And I believe that's the best camo as well for the Harukaze. Because the unicolor is just this normal green. Don't really think that looks too good on the modern ships. The bicolor one is pretty good though. So I'm looking forward to getting it. How far away am I from the unicolor? Another good 2, maybe 3 matches. Phoenix is ready, so off we go again to the next match. And we'll just wait in the matchmaker for a while. And there we go. Green Mountains Gulf is a pretty good map for destroyers. Just go around, fight around C and B. And I preferably try to fight near... Actually, right here, in between C and B. Because B is a bit too open. Long-range engagement, so I'll sneak into here. Smell you with us. And quiet it down there. And just sail into battle now. Now that we're in a lull of action again, I'm still thinking of what exactly I'm going to do with these 3 streams a week that I've planned. Because I'm thinking of what I'm going to do is for the next 2-3 weeks I'm just going to try and actually do 3 streams a week, like I said I would. And after that, I might actually make one of these 3 streams non-War Thunder Naval related, if I can manage that. Because there's not much diversity you can really put into several hours of War Thunder Naval in a week. Sure, you can play different lineups and all that kind of stuff. But in the end, naval is still naval. You click at ship, you hit ship, you sink ship. Especially the higher BRs above, well, cruisers and battleships. Close range brawling isn't really a thing anymore. And that's really the stuff I like the most. What I'm thinking, yeah, for next week or 2-3, I'm just going to do 3 naval streams, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And after those 3 weeks, so maybe mid-May, somewhere like that, I think the Wednesday stream might be a non-War Thunder Naval one if I can find something else to do. Either doing other stuff in War Thunder or maybe other naval games. I have to figure that out. I'll make a community post asking for the opinions as well after the stream is done. Smell you managed to hit that target faster than I did. I think the Smelly is going to go to C, so I'm going to go over here. Try to flank the destroyer is going to be. That's quite smoke blow from there. Load the sap again. But it seems, yeah, I'm not going over that hill. Not quite. Stanley, okay. So there's been a courage spot over there again. Really not. Miley's going for C, that's perfect. Ah boy. Why did you bring that thing out at this BR? And that is not how smoke screens work.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
And that is already enough damage done for me to get a camo for the Hatsuharu. No, not Hatsuharu, Harukaze. I keep mixing those two up when it comes to the name. Keep mixing them up.
ターゲット特定駆逐艦包囲180 3000 m
Oh, I don't want to shoot the Barker now. That's the same guy who just died twice in his PT boats. I'm gonna leave him be until he shoots me.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Where are all the enemy destroyers? Please don't be shooting me. You don't want to do this.
Somebody attack him!
There's a Jervis over there as well. Good to know. I see. Oh, that's where they all are. I'm gonna back up and deal with that Clemson. Look at them all parked next to each other. Courages should be detonatable as well, because they're just frenzies. Yes, okay, I know how to detonate frenzies now. Roughly. Move forward. They might just be flukes, really, the detonations of frenzies. I'm gonna leave the Clemson be for just a second because he's not really doing any damage to me either. And deal with all these Courages. I've run out of my ammo, my ready rack. And I don't know what that Clemson's doing. But he's just not hitting me in the slightest. Yep, there he goes. There he hit me. The thing is, I do have to be careful with Clemson because he might just be getting ready for a torpedo attack. That'll give myself a bit, that'll give me a bit of a challenge as well. When I finish this Scourge off, it is time to deal with Clemson. Come on. Full speed ahead. And it's time to brawl. Readying torpedoes, maybe? Yes. But those torpedoes will never hit. Because he is not leading them sufficiently. I think. It's also he launched the torpedoes as I was accelerating, which is bad timing. Need to relock because my convergence is all over the place. I see the torpedoes in the water, they're missing by a nautical mile. Yeah, they're right here. Jervis. He's covering his ammo rack behind a mountain, but it doesn't matter. He has very low on crew. And that is most of them already sunk. Yeah, a lot of them are going to be behind this island. So I think I'm going to
We're ahead of the enemy.
go around here. Where did that shell come from? I just hear it whiz past me. No, it's a friendly shells. If such a thing exists. Oh, hello. There's another courage right there. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to take Akazuki out today, probably, unless you want me to. I'd put it in the description of this stream, but I don't think people actually read that much. But if you want me to play a destroyer, I'm willing to play it. There's no real rigid plan I had for today. So if you want me to take out Akazuki, play a match or two in that, I'll take out the Akazuki. Just keep knocking out all of the engines. 3%. That. Coastal vessel? Yeah. No, no coastal vessel. And I got another detonation, a courage. Nice. Got a lot of damage done this match as well. Let's see if we can go to sea and deal with the coastal. Yeah. I mean, I have all the destroyers. I've already all of them spaded. I just don't really know what to play most of the time when I do these streams. So I decided, you know what, I'll just grind some camos for my Japanese destroyers. And the Harukaze is the lowest BR one I still have to do camos for. There's plenty of fun destroyers around. And he just J'd out because, of course. Oh, also, these live streams are a really good excuse for me to just try and grind something. It's one of the only times I really sit and play Naval for hours on end. Although I don't really feel like trying to get any new ships at the moment. Especially because all of them are high-tier stuff. I really should work on my German tech tree. That might be the stream for Wednesday, my German cruisers. I should also at some point actually try to grind coastal again, but it's just a miserable experience. Although there really are some cool boats in there. Did the guided J not spawn in a aircraft? Free cap for me then, I guess. It doesn't seem like the Leopard is going to overtake me. Yeah, the Italian coastals are a surprisingly solid coastal tech tree. It really is quite just weird. I've also... It is one of the only 2 tech trees I've completed, the Italian coastal tech tree. It's really weird. I need to take another closer look at it. I think it's because they don't really have any coastals that go above 3-3. And the ones that do are pretty alright. Also, I did actually research my Italian coastal tree quite a while ago. And coastal was still a bit more populated. Destroyer to the rear, Matsuki. You know what, let's just keep going. I'll have 2 of my 3 guns. Now the PT boat that did capture C earlier doesn't carry any mines, so that's not something we have to be worried about. Oh, he's almost sunk, so let's try and finish him off. To keep increasing the range correction because I'm sailing away from him. Quite some speed. And he's been sunk by somebody else. Should be matched pretty soon. Well, he's still got a torpedo kill, that's nice for him. Is he going to spawn in an aircraft though? That's his own... Ooh, that's rough. His only naval kill was just a torpedo strike. That guy didn't get any kills either. Aircraft up. Load the VT. It's a Key 102, which is not going to do anything. Actually, does a Key 102 carry bombs? It doesn't, looking at the underside of that plane. All it has is a 57, I want to say, millimeter gun. I have that plane myself, but it's been ages since I lost fluid. I think it's a 57 that it has. That's a Key 109 that has a 75. I have no clue what he's going to try and do in the aircraft. Other than, I guess, just stay in the match. Also did a lot of damage this match. So one more good match should be my last camo unlocked as well. There we go. The bicolor camo unlocked. And one solid match will be the unicolor one. But I think the bicolor one is the better anyways for the Harukaze. The unicolor, as I said, is just green. And the bicolor one is this one. Let's see if we can play around with the scaling a bit. I think that's alright. Try and get some of the beige. Yeah, that looks good. To me, at least. Yeah, I think that'll do. And Phoenix is left for now, so I can just keep going. So one more solid match and then on to 4-3. Where I'll have 6 ships to unlock camos for. Let's go actually north spawn. I do have backups on the Harukaze as well. Another down tier by the looks of it. Although Z25 is 4-7. I think. Could be. I know Z25 could be 4-3, but I think it's 4-7. Yeah, I think this camo works like this. I don't understand how these bots work. That one's being extremely weird. I have to know, I haven't played it much, to be honest. Because it's just... all those Japanese destroyers kind of start to flow into one another. And their high explosive really isn't all that good anymore. Although, after this match, I'll play them again and see what I think of them. It's just I think at 4-3, you run the risks of running into the Moffat horde quite a bit more. And high explosive, nothing against Moffats. It seems my connection is being a bit wonky. Quite a bit wonky. So let's hope it actually pulls itself together again. Oh boy. I hope my connection stays stable.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
God damn it, my connection. Why is it going wrong now? Yeah, that'll be a few minutes of lost footage for the VOD, but oh well. Seems the connection is stabilized again. Every now and then, like for a match, my connection will be a bit finicky. So it should be fine for now. We target anything that isn't a Courage. Although any premium ship is kind of susceptible to being a bot. British destroyers are easy to detonate as long as you can get the shells near the waterline. Ooh, that's a bit too low. Come on. It's too far behind. I'm on fire and I know it. And that's being on fire and not in a good way. A Jervis shouldn't be this difficult to detonate. There we go. Keep reversing. Oh! Oh no. Oh boy. Well. Flooding seems to be under control. Fire got itself put out because it was a fire that started underwater. Well, in a compartment that started flooding quickly. Flooding's under control. Connection isn't as much, but well. And I will have lost all my ammo in the front gun, won't I? Yep. Looks like it. That fire. Let itself out quite quickly. And another fire. Yep. Never mind, I thought I heard a fire alarm. Try and detonate this thing again. And I'm sinking. Yeah, I'll have to use a backup if I want to get the camo this match. Should be able to engage from this range. Lots of enemy courages. And that's the enemy leopard again. I think it was his torpedo that I got struck by as well. Rear guns don't have the angle. Let's change that. And that leopard should be going down pretty soon. I think if I could sink one more ship, I should have more than enough damage done. I should actually swap to the VT. That bomber is getting close, although it looks to be one of those bot bombers because of the smoke. Also, if you're curious, the reason why I'm shooting behind the lead indicator is because I'm moving forwards. Well, I'm moving to the left, so I have to adjust right. I think there's quite a few people that don't know you have to adjust for your own movement even when shooting at aircraft. Although most people should. The sap again. There's something else on radar, but that seems to be a scout aircraft. No, it is a fighter.
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
The enemy is going to run out of courageous on this flank if I'm not careful. Oh boy. We're capturing B, that's fine. Although I wasn't really doubting that we'd win this match. There's one right there. Jaguar. Okay. That's a pretty rare premium nowadays. It's a destroyer Jaguar, not a coastal vessel.
We're controlling most of the zones.
Is there anything else for me to still shoot? Anything at all? There's something. Is Jaguar moved forward or is he just still sitting there? I can see the courage again. Let's shoot him. Maybe even hope for a detonation. Because I think I might just be a few damage short if I'm not careful. And you don't get any discounts for getting Portrait of Progress for camos. Let's see if we got the camo or not. Or if I got Gaijin and I'm like short 2 damage. I did not get the camo. Damn. How many do I still need? Yeah, I needed okay, I still needed a fair bit more then. Another 800 damage. I think I'll leave that for later. Because it's so little damage, I can do it whenever I want. And I don't really need unicolor camo for my Harakaze. So off to 4-3. With quite a lineup. Your bar is probably going to be the most annoying one for this. Oh yeah, it's a tricolor for cruisers. I actually quite like this tricolor for the Japanese cruisers. Looks pretty good. Is it a cheaper of the two? I think it is as well. Yes, it is. That is a lot of damage to do in a Yubari. But we were going to start off with maybe the Nohi. Let's go to the Achievements tab. No, that's on the Camo tab. Sure. Actually, 1 second. What is your in-game name again? Or if you can send me an invite. If my connection is not being too wonky. Yeah, send me an invite. In the meantime, I'm going to look for the camos. So Yugumo, Nohi, Yubari, Yugure, and Hatsuharu. That's gonna be a lot to remember. Of course, it's all alphabetical. So Yubari. Can you not add favorites? That is not the one. There it is. And Yugumo as well. Then we had Hatsuharu, but that's not a JDS. Yugure is. There we go. The Nohi. And Hatsuharu now. There we go. Oh, I actually got quite a ways into the Hatsuharu already. So that is all the camos for this lineup I have currently equipped. Also, I'm really sorry about the my connection every now and then just skipping frames. Or yeah. It's not on your end if you see the stream like just skip some time forward. It's just that my upload speeds tend to be a bit finicky. Although usually it's stable enough. But yeah, now I lost a total of 100 seconds in missed frames. This is a pretty good map for this kind of ship. Less than the TF. Apparently I've never played it in Ohi. Okay. We want high explosive belts. No high explosive. Because the 25 is just for anti-air purposes, and we want to spawn up north. That's something you always have to remember on this map, is to actually select your spawn point. So what you do on this map in the Japanese is go broadside almost immediately. And launch a spread of torpedoes. Is that one about to be? There it is. We spread a bit further than the point. And the just a wide spread should do. And ideally you turn back around to get into cover as quickly as possible. But I can't really guarantee that at the moment. Also, the torpedoes I just fired is what you should do on this map if you were facing actual players. But I doubt these scourges are going to actually get out in the path of the torpedoes. That's the rangefinder that's lost, that's fine. But I do have to get out of dodge as quickly as possible. There goes the torpedo launcher, but that is also fine. We're going to not prepare yet, we're actually behind cover. There we go. Getting rammed by a curse, but that's fine. And destroy all the way out there. But I'm thinking of going around this island now. To maybe try and get close for some torpedo jousting. Okay, I'm into 4. They've become quite popular by the looks of it. A hull break, okay. I didn't realize I could hull break this thing with 5-inch. Yanni, that's like a premium version of the Litucci, was it? No, not the Litucci, the other one. Another fairly recent Russian one, but the name is escaping me. Oh, they're blue. Yeah. The Moffat. Whilst I would actually start recommending the Frank Knox nowadays for if you're new to naval. The Moffat in good hands is still well capable of churning out a cell. I'm just not really a fan of the Moffats, and the Gearings and Sumners have a special place in my heart. Target Kurch. Actually, if I keep facing Kurches, those things should be pretty squishy to Japanese HE. Yeah. I mean, the Moffat is still a perfectly serviceable ship. Especially in good hands. Yeah, I really need to work on my Germans. I do kind of want to get into the German battleships a bit. Mainly to just be ready for whenever the Bismarck would come out. Because that is going to be such a popular ship and I already know it. Capturing B. I am tempted to just rush around the corner of that, just around this little peninsula and just spam all my torpedoes. But I think somebody already beat me to it. There's not a Courage down there, but I'm gonna try it anyways. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Let's get out there. That's Riani. There goes one of my torpedo launchers. That's... Riani's been knocked out. Good stuff. Good thing that I know he's this speedy. We'll launch 2 torpedoes at that. Oh, thank you for coming along anyways, Blue. Torpedo at this Courage, but he's probably not going to be too stationary. That's out of my torpedo angle. That guy is running away as well. That guy isn't. So we'll launch... Ah, my rear torpedo chute got lost again. What is 50 calling me? Torpedoes that way. Generally, something is hitting me with 50 cals, and I don't know what it is. So those torpedoes should be going somewhere. Ah, damn it, he got destroyed before my torpedoes hit. Yeah, this is kind of a suicide one. In the hopes that my torpedoes would hit anything. That's a torpedo hit. And I am going down now. And there we go. Hatsuhara next because I'm actually getting pretty close to Hatsuhara's camos. Good stuff, that's a torpedo kill.
Just keep it up, and victory will be ours.
It is still way too far out there for me to really engage. It's probably going to be a match mostly. Also just bumped into my own microphone again. But yeah. Against Kirches, these 105s, there's not 105s, the 127s do well enough. Even with just HE. Although close quarters isn't exactly the forte of Japanese destroyers. It is if you can get your torpedoes away at a good angle, but... These bots are a bit unpredictable for how they're moving. No problem, and good to have you around as well, Thunder Shark. Ooh, there we have a target.
A little more effort, and victory will be ours.
Yeah, a target like this isn't exactly the best from a high explosive. Also, I'm still doing enough damage. There we go. Good 5,000 damage this match. And game over. Just an onslaught of Courage bots, by the looks of it. But I'd rather fight Courages than Moffats, because at least high explosive will do something against Courages. Just gonna double check what the... It is not loading. Or any queue maybe? Yeah, that's fine. I think. A few more matches and it'll be enough for tonight. And then Wednesday I'm going to do German cruisers again, because I really just need to work on them. Another match found pretty quickly. Fiji is a pretty good map for Japanese destroyers. Also, especially if you're fighting player opponents, launching a torpedo salvo just past the island of sea can result in some really good stuff. Although, what you want to do is actually get past C and launch him almost into their spawn. That's a bit mean. Yeah, just... Ooh, enemy Fletcher. That's already something you don't really want to see. Seems like a flood there. I'm seeing Moffat. We are going to launch a torpedo spread like that and hope for the best. The friendly Moffat is probably going to run into most, if not all, of my torpedoes. Although with a bit of luck they'll pass him before he intercepts them. Never mind. There go 6 wasted torpedoes. Suppose he's going to stop right here so we can pass in front of him. Fletcher's already been destroyed. Tashkent should be vulnerable to my HE. I'm just gonna keep on going this way. Hello, Arnie. Wait, you got actually pushed over, Cringe? I didn't even see it. Well, that's rough. Also, my bridge got set on fire at an angle I didn't really want to go, but it's fine. Of course, I'm still in a turn, which is a bit annoying. Yes, I saw. That's. Well, I didn't see, but I did see you just lose your ship. Okay, control to the vessel has been restored, and our bridge has been completely annihilated. I think actually just. Okay, fire detonated Tashkent. I'm not gonna complain about that. Let's try and get all 5 guns firing. Seems like the wreck of that Tashkent is still trying to cover his other Tashkent, but yep. There we go. Tashkent in the rear has also been sunk. Enemies captured A. Which I'm assuming is probably a coastal vessel that did that. And there goes that Tashkent. No, yeah, you're not going to get through there, Cringe. Or not Cringe, you're not going to get through there. It's too shallow for destroyers to get through.
We're losing.
And believe me, I have tried getting through there in destroyer. It's even too shallow for some of the bigger coastal vessels. Let's zoom the map out again. Alrighty. And I know he's a pretty speedy destroyer. Although 62 kph isn't really all that special. They have a Grad launcher on a 183. That's probably the guy that captured A as well. Light cruisers, those are going to be Krasnys, aren't they? Either Kafkas or Krims.
140 8000メートル面かじ了解面かじ
I'm not going to bother with him. Not with a Japanese destroyer. The Grad launchers on B. My gunners are on all targets and I have 25s. They should work pretty well against coastal vessels.
駆逐艦前方7000メートル
That is just another destroyer I'm locked onto.
包囲一発
Can we get a lock on that coastal vessel? That's another Tashkent shooting me from all the way over there.
了解取り返し
Gonna return some fire.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
There goes the turret.
修理班故障への対応開始次に命中駆逐艦右舷
There's the boat. There's another boat. Zippo.
小型艦
Lost another turret again, just as I repaired my single turret.
方向に当たせ直撃修理班は被害対応深くから排水せよ面かじいっぱい了解面かじいっぱいアジ中央
I do need to be careful about that rocket boat, because those rockets will actually hurt
軽巡洋艦
if they hit.
左舷5000メートル
Which they're pretty likely to.
ターゲット特定小型艦
Careful not to cut off the Cheniere too much.
ターゲット特定小型艦
Yep, there we go.
220 3000メート
We're
ル
going to go to B.
操縦しました
Allied forces have captured a zone.
面かじ了解面かじ軽巡洋艦左舷5000メートル敵艦撃沈ターゲットに
Where did the rocket boat go?
駆逐艦200
We have to try and ignore the Tashkents, but of course they're shooting us.
ターゲット特定駆逐艦
Where are the 25s firing? There they are.
5000メートル
Oh no. Oh no. Luckily I didn't fire too many of them. But I'm flooding quite quickly.
修理班は被害対応深くから排水せよ
That got fixed.
修理班は被害対応臨戦を開始せよ航空攻撃警戒ターゲット特定小型艦砲
This is cruelty to Zippos, but it'll have to do.
Counterattack.
被害対応を急げ
Okay, that hit.
6000メートル直撃了解取り返し操縦しま
I
した
think the Zippo is actually withstanding my HE quite a bit. Is it there? Yeah, apparently.
駆逐艦
Although the Zippo actually does have a decent amount of hull armor, and what is my pen? It's 28. The Zippo might actually just have enough armor to withstand it.
小型艦
Although, yeah, it won't withstand that.
艦撃沈
25s are opening fire on aircraft. Yeah. Okay, I did expect that. Just got knocked out as well. That's a pain.
艦の制御が失われている修理
But I'm heading straight for a rock, so it should be able to stay in the gap.
総員配置につけ当艦は大きな損傷を受けた機関更新進行方向に当たせ機関
I hear 40 mils behind
操
me.
縦しました
It's Yubari, okay. That I'm locked onto. Where is it?
面かじ
There it is.
了解面かじ進行方向に当たせ駆逐艦左舷4000メート
There's something with 40s.
ル取りかじいっぱい了解取りかじいっぱい了解かじ中央総員配置につけ当艦は大きな損傷を受けた
And I think it's worthwhile firing a full torpedo salvo at the Yubari.
Forces have captured a zone.
Just get into position.
左舷4000メートル
And we'll do a widespread. So, some in the front, one at. And of course my retributor launcher isn't in target yet, so go to the rear. Because I believe it's more likely for the Yubari to turn in than to turn out. So there we go. Doesn't seem to be slowing down much. So now I just hope that those torpedoes will find a mark. And let's hope that that mark will not be the Jervis. The Zippo seemed to have just... That was the other guy respawning in the Zippo. Oh. Oh no, that's that bad. And SKR is going to be bad for business. Because I do know how to detonate SKRs with AP shells, so this is going to be just suppress the SKR as much as possible. It seems to also be distracted. It also doesn't have the anti-submarine rockets, so that's good. There goes both turrets, and my HE is actually doing pretty good damage to him in the hull. So just keep it up. Please, Calvin, don't eat all of my torps. I still detonated it with HE, okay. That's surprising. I'd love to see where my torpedoes are right now. Yep, Yubari is shooting back. Yubari is coming to a halt, that's not good. That means my torpedoes will miss. Damn it, he's going full reverse. So my torpedoes will most likely miss the Yubari. But our guns should be able to do some damage to him. Capturing C behind us. It is a coastal vessel capturing C. So we try to turn these guns around. Like that. Those seem good. Okay, didn't hull break him. Also don't think I actually hit him directly. That should do. Really should be careful about any air threats, but I don't see any. Nope. Another G5. Goodbye, G5. Yep, I think this match is pretty much done. Although there might be an enemy presence going to C now, but the tickets will bleed out before that gets anywhere close to being a threat. It's also a sunk ship. Pretty good match in a Nohi. Very good match even, although most of those kills were coastal vessels. Well, you're lucky, Cringe, because the camera was not on you at that time. Although I do have the replay, so I might check it out later. Actually, another thing of it, let's rename that to flip. And why are my cap locks on? There we go. Something to look at later. We've got 2 more matches. Well, that's what I've got in me, at least. For tonight. I am unsure how to rate the town classes because I haven't played them in a good while, or I haven't played them a lot recently. I really liked the Liverpool though back in the day. Although I think it's 5.7 now, isn't it, instead of 5.3. The British 6-inch guns can do really well at close range. Really well. Survivability wise is a bit meh. Anti-air is good. I think that the British stab rounds for the cruisers is a bit of an acquired taste, but I do like them. They're not quite glass cannons, but they're a bit fragile, but pack up good punch, especially if you can get close. This might be a good match for the Nanohi, just spamming torpedoes. Although the Nanohi doesn't have a big torpedo broadside. I think out of all my ships, it has a shared smallest to get. Actually, my Yubari has a smaller one, but the Nanohi has, among my destroyers in my lineup, a small torpedo broadside. Elvin turning in, it's good. We have... I want to try and fire at a cluster of ships. Although the rear torpedo launcher takes... Oh, no, it's actually in range. Ah, it's this crane this thing blocking the rear torpedo launcher in the other way. Nope. What to torpedo, what to torpedo. We have an Abdiel over there. Can't really see because of the funnel smoke. Do I torpedo? I think the Abdiel is what I'm going to torpedo, just a full spread against it. However, I don't think it's going to stay yet. It's not going to stay in course, just a little bit ahead. And then a wide spread behind. Because I don't think the Abdiel is going to stay on that course for too long. And we accelerate. German destroyer, that seems to be an actual player, so that should be focused. That being this guy. Too high. He's also reversing quite quickly. Something knocked out my single turret. I think one of the courages did. No, that guy is shooting me.
ターゲット特定
The caliper Presenden, whatever it is.
有利犯は被害対応深くから配信せよターゲットに命中
Should be able to identify what destroyer it is in just a second. Although I'm actually... No, I'm getting closer to it.
操縦しました前方3000メートルターゲット
German destroyer thing is launching torpedoes. At least I thought I saw him launch some. It was a Calp, good kill.
折り返し
Now back to the German.
被害対応を急げ敵艦が傾いて失速している敵に命中
Fire good put out immediately, that's useful. Also, I really need to deal with his guns.
敵に命中
It's too far behind. Actually, no, it wasn't.
有利犯は被害対応回復せよ
Stop
有利
flooding.
犯は被害対応深くから排水せよ有利犯本省への対応開始駆逐艦前方2000
Forces have captured a zone.
敵艦が傾いて失速している操縦しました
The German destroyer should be sinking pretty soonish.
駆逐艦右舷4000メート
Shot by some of the Courages, but I think I should be fine.
ル了解面舵
Yep, there goes the German destroyer. I think I saw some tracers coming from the coastal spawn. Let's be careful about that. It was a Courage hitting me, but the damage indicator just being off.
ターゲット特定駆逐艦220 5000メート
We're winning.
Alrighty. Sky, that'll be in like half an hour-ish. Like after this match, one more match. And that'll be it for tonight. Enemy capturing Bravo.
小型艦
Well, won't you look at that?
1000メートル折りかじいっぱい折りかじいっぱい
Enemies no longer capturing Bravo.
ターゲット高い被害対応を急げ駆逐艦右舷8000メートルターゲット特定駆逐艦多い240 4000メートル航空攻撃警戒面舵いっぱい了解面舵いっぱい進行方向にはさせ
These Courages are working on my nerves with how they target ships.
ターゲット特定駆逐艦240 4000メートル後方500メートル面舵了解面舵飛び配置につけ当艦は大きな損傷を受けたターゲットに命中有利犯は被害対応深くから
And I am sinking.
穴が開きました救命艇を下ろせ艦を
Although this Courage should also be going down now. Assist is fine. That one's gone down. Gosh darn Courages. Let's deal with them, shall we? We have Yubari and Yugure.
駆逐艦左舷7000メートルターゲット特定駆逐艦
Enemy aircraft, apparently.
140 7000メートル
Oh boy. Well, I'll be there in a moment, Dapper. Well, 20 minutes-ish. One more match after this one, at least. It's good that devious things are at work. It certainly is. For the people in my chat that are absolutely confused about what's going on, the reason I don't stream on weekends, you know, the Saturdays and Sundays, is because I am part of just a group of people that do a player-run event in War Thunder every single weekend. And it's quite fun. In short, it's a sort of tabletop war game, and the battles that happen on the tabletop are just played out in War Thunder. And some devious stuff can happen.
Let's keep the pressure on.
I am doing 0 damage to the scalp, and I do not really know why. Well, I know why, it's because the 140mm shells of the Japanese is kind of yikes. They really just butchered this gun when they changed the fuses. Because remember, a fuse time of 0.001 seconds. That is no fuse at all. I think some HE shells have a longer fuse than that. Actually, what's filler? 2.21. I should actually be using HE then. I just lose my ready rack already for one of the guns. I shouldn't really be pushing it like this. Because it is going to make me a prime target for him. An enemy just jade out on a ledge shield thrice? Was it somebody that late spawned or something? What just happened?
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is coming.
I think I'm going to switch this up again anyways. Because HE is just not really panning their engines spaces. Aircraft ahead. Few more solid hits on the Scourge, and I might claim myself the kill. Come on. Yeah, and assist is fine. Oh, another enemy aircraft. Please dive on me. You could come at me. Do it. Dive bomb a ship filled with 20 mils. I know you want to do it. Or 25 mils. You might actually make it. You might make it. Yep. Game's over and there goes the bombs.
敵が敗走した。本部に勝利を報告せよ。
Okay, one more match and I'll call it for tonight. Is there anything we might do to spice up that last match a bit? No, I think I'll just stick with 4-3. Maybe I'll play the Yugure. That's what I'll do. That should be a bit of a fun one. Oop, I only just opened my Discord on my phone. Got some pings. Yugure. Ooh, Yugure on this map should be fun. Should be real fun. I do also have backups on the Yugure. Oh yeah, this is going to be a good match. I already know it. If my upload speed wants to keep up. That is.
総員配置につけ。期間最大戦速。取り舵いっぱい。
了解。取り舵いっぱい。駆逐艦右舷1万1000メートル。
Do I want to just rush out in the open here? We're down tiered as well. We're in full down tier, I think. Oh no, I'm off at 5-0. This Barker is just being up tiered by his squad mates, I think. Yeah. 5-0 match. Okay, that should still be fine. We are practically. Oh, enemy Moffat.
停止
Engine damage, but that's fine, really. Although, yeah, that Moffat might actually sink me because they're no longer the inaccurate bots that they used to be. British destroyer right behind it. I'm not gonna repair because there's no point in repairing my engine at the moment. I am where I want to be. Some might say I'm a bit too exposed, but that's fine. Broadside Moffat is always a juicy target, so we're going for it first. We're getting close. The lead is good. Just needs to be a bit lower. There we go. That's an Alwyn. Oh, I lost my rear ammo as well. That's probably going to be the death of me. And the same guy is going to jet out in his lit shield 3 times. I really don't know what that's about. Rangefinder is still intact, but the accuracy of my guns leaves much to be desired. Another Moffat. Come on. Come on. Come on, guns, work with me. Those are looking good. G5s got taken out by my 40 mils without me even looking at it. Those are too far forward. I am too damaged to repair. Can I detonate this Moffat? Squad mate can, so that's also good. I am indeed sinking, but there's not much I can do about it. So these 5-inch guns are just not working with me. I get a feeling that the dispersion for the 5-inch guns, especially on the single mount, is quite big. Like the dual 5-inch mounts don't feel like they have as much dispersion. I again sank a G5 without even looking at him. What 40mm Bofors can do. Just missing. Ooh, okay, that's a good hit. It's not a fatal detonation though. Now that was also a big detonation. I'm getting shot this from my front somewhere as well, I think. There we go. Wait, is that? No, it isn't. Is that a... okay, that's just a Russian ship. Another coastal vessel? Gonna fire a VT just to knock out turrets. I really need to stop them from shooting back. Jeez, there's so many of them. And my guns do not reload fast enough. You repair his engines, that is not a smart thing to do when you're taking such concentrated fire. I'm getting shot at by the Jervis again. I believe it's a Jervis, yeah it is a Jervis. So we swap to the VT to knock out his gun turrets. Swap to the SAP again. To shred his engines. Yep. Good thing I chose Yuguri for the last match. It's a fun destroyer. If only I had also had torpedoes, then it would have been perfect. He's hiding behind the Moffat, I can't shoot him. Need to shoot the Clemson. Ah. In the heat of battle, following the chat might be a bit not quite up to date. Update, yeah. What's the proper term for it? I guess I can't really glance at the chat too much when I'm in the middle of battle. Especially against multiple targets. G5 is out in the open again. But this Russian destroyer is blocking my shot. Although the G5 is going to help that. By just going out in the open. Oh, come on. My shells just spliced him. Okay, that guy's down as well now. Another Clemson class. German destroyer. Rear ammo rack. Oh, let's try to go for the rear ammo rack on German destroyers. Ah, damn it, there goes one of my turrets. I think, is this one that maybe has a weaker front ammo rack? My shells can actually connect. I think just try and crew them now. My front turret, my second turret blew up, so there's no point in trying to repair them. Although that's just ready ammo that got exploded, so you never mind, I should repair them. As soon as the fire's out. It's not like it's shell rooms detonating on a Fletcher, it's a ready racks. G5 is still at large, I believe, so I need to be careful. There we go. I'm so used to when playing cruisers, when your turret just detonates, that means that all the ammo is lost. But that's not the case for destroyers. Is there a torpedo out? I don't see any. There is one. We're fine, that's just engine damage. One more sap salvo and I'm loading the VT. I want to knock out the guns in this Clemson. Because I really can't take too many shells anymore. Although they knocked out my bridge. A bit sporadic on my shells here. This guy is also repairing his engines, which is going to be the end of him. Whilst the 5-inch 38s from the Americans aren't really my most... I'm not really the most familiar with these guns. They really do some work. Come on, you're not going to lose lock quick enough. Like that. Yep. Touch screen here. Oh, my radar is not on. Do I have radar on there? Apparently I don't. I'm not too worried about PBJ. PB3. Yeah, no, neither of these aircraft should make it through us. Oh Jesus! Torpedo in the water, torpedo in the water. And I can't accelerate. Oh boy, more torpedoes in the water. I can accelerate fast enough to drop the airdrop one. They lose their speed relatively quickly. But I did not see that torpedo bomber until it was a bit too late. TB is going way slower than I think it is. It's also going down. I think, is it a voluntary dive? I didn't think so. There we go. That was a very good match to end it on for tonight. Probably a good one. And with that, that is going to be it for tonight. So as I said earlier, I'm planning to keep a streaming schedule of 3 times a week, that being Monday night, Wednesday night, and Friday night, unless anything else would break it up. But in that case, I will make a community post. So yeah, thank you anybody who came to watch. And I'll see you all Wednesday with German cruisers. That's the plan, at least. Yes. Thank you for watching, and until the next time.